what you wanted?
Kaden's really mad. Hits with the belt.
1, 2, 3.
Uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by pinfall, Mr. Danger Zone, Nick Cruz.
I feel as if Kaden got screwed. I didn't want it to be like that. I wanted to win cleanly, but I did win. I did retain this. I brought this back for one night, and it's going right back on the trophy case. So maybe I haven't had an actual extreme match. So how about this? To make it up to me, can you think of someone I can defend this extreme title against at the next show in an Extreme Rules match?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But give me a little time to think on that. Let me make a few phone calls and we'll narrow things down for you.
Yes, sir.
I don't like you, but let me give you a little bit of advice. If you want to be a champion, like Max Violence, you got to take matters into your own hands.
I am just so frustrated with everything going on in my wrestling world right now. I lost again, and I am just chomping at the bit to just get a win now. Now that's all I'm looking for is a win. I'm at a point where I'm nearing the point where I don't care about championships or opponent. I just need to beat somebody just to figure it out, just to take a step forward in figuring it out. And I haven't been able to do that. I haven't won a match since my wrist was broken in two. I haven't won a match that didn't include a WWE Hall of Famer in almost 3 years now. I have failed time and time again. I have squandered opportunity after opportunity. I've lost to opponents that I have no goddamn business losing to. And I guess one of my best attributes is the ability to look myself in the mirror, blame myself, and say, let's just work harder. It's not, I swear to you people, I swear to God, it is not out of a lack of hard work.
Live from Studio B in Yoakum Hall, the 2006 Time Person of the Year, he's unbelievably muscular. Here is Nate.
Hello everybody and welcome to Nate. I'm your host Nate, here with my sidekick Bailey. Nothing to say today?
You usually just take the reins on that, I mean.
Whatever. He's a professional wrestler from our local area. He's the unbreakable Kaden LaDuke.
How's it going? How's it going? Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Good to see you, man.
Well, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Oh, of course. You know,
Real quick, before we get into the interview, again, thanks for having me on. Really appreciate it. Seems like a great show. I just got to ask, like, what are you paying this guy? Because I see your suit looks really good, you know, top, bottom's all fresh, and then I see this guy, and I'm pretty sure he's wearing Converse right now.
You know, it's style and comfort combined into one. So why don't you just knock it off and worry about yourself?
Okay.
There's one name on the sign. There's one name on
it. Yeah, we all can't be the poster boy here. Come on.
We can't all be the poster boy, but you can still be. I'm trying to get you a bonus, man. Like, I don't know why you're getting all hostile on me. I'm trying to get your man.
I don't work for money. I work for food and shelter.
Who are you talking? What are you even dressed? What are you wearing today?
It's called comfort and style.
Okay. Well, I've known of you for a long time, but I've never gotten the proper chance to meet you.
This is, yeah.
And I'm a big fan of your matches.
Appreciate it.
I've watched all of them. Every time I'm laying in bed and I have a hard time getting to sleep, I put one on and it knocks me right out, man. It's like 2 seconds.
See, I can't even put this show on my laptop because my laptop just crashes from the horror. So I can't even tell you how this show's gone so far. So I appreciate you saying that about my matches, you know.
Okay. We didn't need to get so nasty right out of the gate here. There's no need for
unnecessary.
So let's talk about something we both agree on. The New York Yankees.
I'm always down to talk some Yankees. Let's go.
I'm a big fan. You're a big fan.
Big fan ever since I was 2 years old.
Really? My dad?
Kind of show you running, pal.
Bailey, it's fine.
See, originally I was on your side, but I don't know what you're doing here. You're kind of sabotaging your man.
You know, why don't you just let him talk? You know, it's the Nate show. It's not the Kaden LaDuke show.
It's the Nate show, and you got your personal business. I don't know what you did to
All right, stop, both of you. Both of you. Silence. You have had some great experiences.
I agree.
You actually were able to tag team with a WWE Hall of Famer.
I did. Tony Atlas. Yes, yeah, he was awesome. Mr. USA, Tony Atlas.
So in that match with Tony Atlas, you were actually able to score the win. You hit the winning pinfall. It was amazing. It was a big moment for you, but you ruined it because you broke your wrist.
Well, you know, Nate, I did break my wrist, and sometimes that's what it takes to get to 1, 2, 3. You know, that's actually, it was the biggest match of my career to date, and I was against 3 great wrestlers: Chip Stetson, Shane Stetson, Owen Brody, and Johnny Money was also by our side. And sometimes, you got to take that extra mile. So next time you're in the ring with a WWE Hall of Famer, Nate, I'll let you decide how you do. But
it'll be sooner than you think.
I'm going to take the reins.
It'll be sooner than you think.
I don't come on here and tell you how to do your show, because if I did, the show would be a lot better. But that's besides the point. I just think that it's a little disrespectful to come at me and talk about my wrestling career and tell me what I should have done when I won the match.
Well, I'll just tell you, if you want to keep your viewers awake, you should probably listen to me.
Wow, all right.
If you want to win a couple belts. I mean, have you even won a match in 3 years? Other than that match where Tony Atlas carried you, have you won a match?
How many have you won?
More than you.
How many?
Every time I lay on top of your mother, it's for more than 3 seconds. Let's take a break.
I mean, you're with
Cut
my
to
mom.
this camera before he pisses me off more. Cut to this camera.
Oh, now it's my fault.
Yeah, shut up.
Now it's my fault.
All right. So.
Cameras are off?
Yep.
All right. The mom thing, a little too far. That's just being real. I need you to stop with these comments, these side comments all the time.
I'm the background.
Shut up. I was trying to be on your side.
Up.
I get that he's the background character, but he's standing right behind me. He's breathing on my neck. I think he's sweating on me.
I think I would have been a better interview choice than you were. I'm more interesting than you are.
I think you need to stop interrupting me.
All right, to be honest, dude, you haven't said like one good thing.
I haven't?
You haven't
Sit
said
here
one good thing.
in gym shorts and a plain gray t-shirt.
Who the hell was it that came up and slapped him? What kind of show are you running?
You're getting stuck on the minor things here.
The minor things. The minor things. The minor thing for me is, what the hell did he do to her dad?
All right, we'll worry about that another day. Why don't you? The problem I have with you.
How about pro wrestling? Does that matter?
I like pro wrestling, and actually, I'm getting there right now.
Okay, let's go.
I'm getting there right now.
Is that what you want to do?
You have driven a wedge between me and my family. You try to take my role as me and my family. You like both my brothers.
They like me more than you.
My dad. That's all it is.
They like me more than you.
On my birthday, your little wrestling federation is coming to my neck of the woods.
PAC Wrestling, right here in Plattsburgh, New York, January 21st. There's nothing else important going on in that day, I promise you.
Well, it's my birthday. That's what you all care about, and that's what you're all paying attention to. But on that day, I will waste my time, and I will show up at your little wrestling federation, and I will teach you a lesson, because it's all I've wanted to do ever since I met you. Get him.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at that. Whoa. Hey, 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 hey. Hey. Ah, 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 ah. Hey. Ah. Ah, let me go. Oh.
He's a lot better at this than you are, bro. Hop on up, hop on up. Hey, everybody at the Nate Show. It's been a great time. Hope to see you on season 2, but maybe not, because he might not come back.
Tomorrow night, it's not just Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn. Tomorrow night, it's Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn and the entire city of Montreal.
Center is going crazy. Sami Zayn chants were nuts. This is his night. I really think this is his night. Oh, look at this. What's up, man?
I saw what you did last night with my father. I'm not very happy.
Were you here last night? No, I didn't see you.
Maybe I wasn't, maybe I wasn't. What does that matter?
Oh.
I want you, man. I want peace.
Come on. This is... Bro, really? Like... I tried it. Turn it off.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. It is your PAC Extreme Champion, Nick Cruz. I just wanted to come on and make a little bit of an announcement. On March 25th in Plattsburgh, New York, PAC is hosting No Retreat, No Surrender. And I am issuing an open challenge for my PAC Extreme Championship. See, Natron was supposed to find me an opponent, but haven't heard anything back, and we're about 3 weeks from the show, so doing what a champion does and take matters into my own hands. And I won this title off a scrap iron more than a year ago at this point now. I've had 2 successful defenses over Kaden LaDuke, so I was thinking, how about we get some new faces, you know? Or some returning faces too, so just throwing some suggestions. I hope this reaches Max Violence. Hope this reaches Dominic Marino. I know you've been posting those videos, those pics from 6-7 years ago, and knows how crazy life is, but maybe we get that one-on-one match we were supposed to have that never ended up happening. I wonder what happened. Who knows? But see, of course this would be under Extreme Rules for this title. You know, kendo sticks, steel chairs, tables, barbed wire, whatever you want, bring it. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to remind whoever accepts this challenge and everyone in PAC that I am the most resilient little bastard in PAC today. And I cannot wait for my phone to start blowing up. So, see y'all there.
Now, I could stand here and wax poetically about how much it hurts that my former best friend is taking my title to my hometown, but really all that does is end me up with anger. Anger because I'm every bit of the professional wrestler that he will never be, and no amount of luck or heart or determination is ever going to change that, okay? So, Nick, if I'm not making it very clear right now, you're not done with me. This isn't over. Because on March 25th, I am coming to Plattsburgh to fight you for my title. And I'm going to beat you for my title. And I'm going to celebrate with my title because it's always been my title! And you want this to be over. You want this to be over. Okay. I'm not one to break promises. I'm one to make promises. So I'll make you a promise right now, Nick. I'll make you this promise. You want this to be over? You want the fighting to stop? If you beat me this time, if you can beat me in Plattsburgh on the 25th, I'll announce right now that I will never challenge for the PAC Extreme title ever again. But you won't, because you can't. Because it's mine!
So I appreciate you inviting me over. That helped a lot. Definitely good to get in the ring before the show. You do this a lot?
Any chance I get. These days it's a little bit harder, but...
So the reason I was glad about you asking me over here is I just wanted... You got Jack Vegas' show, your guy, you know. You've known him longer than anyone, maybe except his twin and your mom. But he's your brother. You fought him a lot. I've seen you guys do crazy shit to each other. I helped him retire you. You guys had a hardcore match at War Indoors, and that was one of the best matches I've seen at PAC. Is it still hard because he's your brother, or is it like you've been doing it your whole life? He's one of the people you're closest to in this world. It's your wife, your kid, and your brothers. So is it like I guess
I'm kind of in that situation with Nick where we've had 2 matches, and the first one I thought was pretty friendly, and the second one was a bit more heated, and this one definitely feels a lot. And I'd be lying if I said it was just about a championship now. So yours is not for a championship. It's supposed to be one last time. So I guess is it different?
Yeah, it's loads different. When we first were together and we started PAC, was the FWF. It was pretty clear, you know, good guys, bad guys, heels, faces, whatever you want to call it. It was easy for me to get in that mode and work with my brother. And we always had that mutual respect, which I still do. But sometimes I feel like something's different this time. Not in a way that I'm fighting Jack Vegas. I'm also fighting
yourself?
Something.
Fighting something inside of you, and
it's hard to explain. I don't, you know, I've never felt so unsure, not in my ability, but in the capacity to control myself. I find that I'm very short-tempered lately. To be honest, you know, I said I was training in this ring, and I really haven't. I've been a lot of stuff going on. So it makes it hard to get myself in that zone. But I know if I'm not prepared, that means something else might take over.
Now I'm sitting here as a 21-year-old man who hasn't won a match one-on-one in almost 4 years, who broke his wrist the last match he did win, who lost to people he has no business losing to, who works his ass off in the gym every single day and still it hasn't paid off, who has to listen to my brother, my best friend, someone I've known for 7 years, walk in to my hometown, the same place I grew up, went to wrestling shows at, went to school, learned how to do this. When you first contacted me for PAC, that's where I was in Plattsburgh. And now I have to watch him walk in there with my championship. The one that I made, the one that I took from your brother, the one that he wasn't defending because he was worried about other shit, and the one I took to main events. And then the second I feel my bones break, I have to watch my best friend beat you for that title. I wanted to come after you for that title. I thought we had one of the best PAC matches ever for that title, and yeah, I have a bit of a problem with the way you won because again, your brothers were there, and but that's another parallel there. Your brothers were there for you. They helped you beat me. My brother, he waited till after the match to come out. So it's a sense of betrayal, and I think, I mean, like I said earlier, I helped your brother retire you. I know what that feels like, that betrayal, that how could you do this to me attitude. But then people look at us like we're the bad guys. Like now because you want to hurt him, now because you're the one in pain because of what you've lost, because of who you've become, now you're the bad guy because you're the one that is now reacting to it. I feel like I can relate in a lot of senses there. People have been telling me I'm over emotional. People have been telling me I'm too angry and that I should just let it go, but I can't let it go because it's mine.
There's a certain element that, you know, as you'll learn as time goes on, that you have to embrace a certain level of viciousness to accomplish your goals. You can see how that worked with Vegas. Mm-hmm. You can see how it worked with Natron. I know you don't agree with it.
I hate that guy.
But unfortunately, that's what people have to do to get to the top and stay on the top. The real question is, are you willing to make that sacrifice?
I guess sometimes I just wonder if it's worth it. I've been thinking a lot. It's in Plattsburgh, and I've actually tried to disassociate myself with that because I don't know how the crowd's going to be. If I had to guess, look, my grandmother hasn't been to a show in 4 years. She's going to be there. My mom hasn't been to a show in 4 years. She's going to be there. My friends. I've wondered what that's going to be like, but I try to disassociate with myself because if I get the biggest cheers in the show and I still lose, then what was it for? You know, I can't move on if it's a loss. That's why I said I would never challenge for the title ever again if it's a loss. Because if that title can't be mine, then what the fuck am I?
I think that's the question you're going to have to answer, and I think you'll find out you're capable of much more than you think you are. And I think we're going to find out on Saturday.
I think so.
Good luck, man. See you down the road.
Find yourself.
Kaden, before we go to your stomping grounds in your hometown, I'm in mine. I'm Mariah's school. It's after hours. I would run these hallways up and down every single day after school. I was always too afraid to go to the weight room. Those guys were way too big. They'd lift 400 or 500 pounds. I was just some 5'6" kid, couldn't lift more than 120. But that's what I've done. I've made a whole career out of proving the big guys wrong, proving everyone wrong. And I've been able to live my dream as a professional wrestler and be a PAC Extreme Champion. And we always say if we could go back to talk to our past self, we'd tell him so many things, but in all honesty, I wouldn't say a single thing. I'd do everything all over again. Because you said I'm not the same guy I was back then. You're right, I'm not. I've gained so much experience, so much knowledge. I wouldn't change that for the world. And coming back in this hallway just reminds me of exactly who I was, where I came from.
So, about to leave the gym and head into work right now. 5 days to the show. I just left a sauna. Did a lot of cardio today and some upper body, just trying to, get looser, get more cut, make sure I have the energy in the ring because I know the other guy won't. It's weird. Did get in the ring this morning a little bit. Got in the ring yesterday with Justin Scrap Iron Gatter. Saw the video there, and it still hasn't set in yet. The idea of the crowd still hasn't set in yet. It's really just the mentality of I need the title. Like nothing is stopping me from getting that title. Not Nick, not anybody. I don't care who it is. If anybody else was holding the title, I'd feel the same way. The fact that he wants to walk into my home with my title pisses me off. It's not going to not piss me off. So, good luck, I guess, but you won't even need it because you won't even have a chance.
Alright, I'm Kaden Fisher. I'm Rory Fisher. And we're going to give our predictions for the big hardcore title match between Kaden LaDuke and Nick Cruz. I'm going to go with, the recent success of Nick Cruz against Kaden. I'm going to say that continues. I'm going to go with Nick. What do you think, Brad?
I got Kaden, I think it's his time. This is...
Kaden, what's up, buddy? It's me again. So, came to my attention that you accepted Nick Cruz's challenge for the PAC Extreme Championship. And I thought, oh my goodness, how could that be? The last time you guys went up against each other, Nick did come out on top. But I know this time's going to be different. Not only is it in your hometown, our hometown of Plattsburgh, New York, but with the Extreme Championship comes an Extreme Rules match, and I don't think he's ready for it. He grew up about an hour away down in Mineville, Montreal, New York, and all the white-collar elitists up there, they don't know what they got coming for them. Coming down to our nitty-gritty Plattsburgh, New York, you'll find out what Extreme is. I tell you what, Kaden, you hit a splash for the 1, 2, 3 with a broken freaking arm. He didn't do that. What did he do? He watched and celebrated your victory. Kaden, obviously you can tell whose side I'm on in this whole endeavor, but I just want to let him know, Nick, I like you, man. Yeah.
That's not an insult. That is just a fact of life. Yeah.
Kaden LaDuke, you're making me puke. This is the Prince of Passion, Kenny Casanova, with a little bit of a prediction for your big match against the PAC Extreme Champion, Nick Cruz. Now listen, Turd Burglar, you're kind of annoying now. This is the third try you have, and that's the last chance you have to become the champion. Dude, come on, just give it up. Why even put the tights on? Why don't you just leave town now? There's no chance at all that you will display any sort of royalty like in your last name. But instead, you will be homeless, and you will be out of the promotion forever, and you will be a pauper.
Kaden LaDuke. Wah, still whining for your belt? Just like that annoying kid that used to hang out in the crowd years ago, begging to hang out with Nick Cruz while he was fighting the battles to make his name what it is today, a champion. Yes, he's fought bigger, badder, and he's done it all. And he's been a champion. And he is a champion right now. So get over it. You lost it. Move on. Nick's going to go extreme on you. Be careful what you wish for. My money is on Nick Cruz.
Hey everybody, it's Chip Stetson, Western New York wrestling legend, godfather to the independent wrestling scene. You know, lots been going around and being said about this upcoming weekend's big match between Nick Cruz and my boy Kaden LaDuke, and everybody wants to know who everybody's picking for winners, but comes a prostitute. Hey honey, put some clothes on, filthy pig. What's your name? Mama Cruz. Aren't you every Navy man's favorite ship? Yeah, you just pull on up the pier and full of semen. Get out of here. Sorry. But a lot of people want to know who am I banking on this weekend to win the big match, and realistically, it's Kaden. Kaden LaDuke is the man. He's got the determination, he's got the skills. You know, he's been making towns, going to the bars, putting up the flyers, screwing the rats. It's really just a no-brainer. You know, what's Nick Cruz going to bring to the table? Let's see. An extremely stupid smile. And, hey, come on, fans, get behind me. I can do it. I'm a little boy that could. Dumbass. Not going to work. So at the end of the day, when the weekend's over and everybody up north sees the big match, you're all going to know Chip Stetson was right. And you could tell anybody that I told them so. Big winner this weekend, Kaden LaDuke.
Hey, can you get your prediction on who's going to win the hardcore match, Kaden or Nick?
As my shirt says, Dillagaff. Who do I think's going to win? Here's what I hope's going to happen. I hope Kaden hits Nick so hard that he stops looking like a victim of incest. Because if you ever seen this guy's face, genuinely he looks like his mom and dad are brother and sister. And then in the process, I hope Nick Cruz takes some barbed wire and ties it around Kaden LaDuke's giblets so he can't reproduce. And then we can rid the world of Nick Cruz and Kaden LaDuke. Genuinely, I just hope the fans win and they both just beat the crap out of each other.
We're not flying everywhere. Nope. This Georgia trip, we're heading home. We don't say nobody since the interstate open. You think he might sound...
Don't worry about fucking Nick Cruz.
All right.
You gotta worry about the next one coming up if you win that belt. It's gonna be me,
Yeah.
Tim Tucker, and a bad motherfucker. Come on.
Hey,
I'm new to PAC, motherfucker. They don't even know I'm coming. Let's rumble.
Ladies and gentlemen, the hometown prodigy from Plattsburgh, New York, the unbreakable Kaden LaDuke. Plattsburgh, New York, the greatest PAC wrestler of all time is home! All week long, I've been thinking of this moment, and I didn't know what I was going to say because I didn't know how it was going to feel when I came out here and I saw all of you. But I feel it, I feel you. This is PAC's first ever show in Plattsburgh. This is something I've wanted to happen for a very, very long time, and I am so glad that it's happening today. But, there's a few people here that I cannot say I'm happy to see. One of them is the current PAC Extreme Champion, Nick Cruz. And the other one is you. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Nate Bordeaux. Nate Bordeaux last month decided to come up to me in a building of 15,000 people to confront me because he had a problem with me. Nate, if you want to confront me in front of a bunch of people, how about we do it right now? So Nathan, if it's okay with you, I'd like to invite Mr. Nate in the ring right now.
You know, Kaden. Oh, who's scared? Who's scared? Who's scared? I'm scared? No, I think you're scared. You come out here and you try to fool all these people into liking you wearing a Hornets jersey. Look at him. Look at him. He's 130 pounds. Anyone in here believe he's a good football player? Anyone? Anyone? No, that's what I thought. Nobody in here believes you're a good football player, okay? Just like nobody in here believes you're a good professional wrestler, because you're not. The facts speak for themselves. He hasn't won a match in 3 years. But he mentioned that when he came out, huh? You know, the only thing you got over me in this ring is experience. You've been doing this for 6 or 7 years, but you give me 6 or 7 weeks, hell, you give me 3 weeks, and I'll be able to beat you in this ring.
Does anybody here think that Nate could beat me in this ring? Wait, real quick. Let's ask your dad. Could Nate beat me in this ring?
No. You keep trying to cause problems between me and my family. You cause all these problems, but you got enough problems to deal with, because tonight you're going to get beat again by your opponent, the PAC Extreme Champion, Nick Cruz.
Plattsburgh, New York, how's it going? PAC Extreme Champion Nick Cruz is in the house? And let me just say, when I played football all those years ago, I'm not afraid to say I was on the backup squad. I was a little guy. But I can confidently say the most playing time I ever had is when the Montreal Vikings were up 48-0 against the Hornets. I don't care. I wore this jersey because I love being from Plattsburgh. I love that I played high school football in Plattsburgh. I'm not going to be wearing this jersey later, Nick, because we're not playing a football game. We are going to meet in this ring for that championship later, and I am taking my title home. Well, Kaden, let me talk to you. So, you want to say we're going to get in the ring, we're going to wrestle? Currently, I am 2-0 against Kaden LaDuke. I beat him once, I beat him twice, and tonight it's going to be magic number 3. You are 2-0 against me, Nick. You are 2-0. You won a match in Brandon, Vermont. You won a match in Lake Placid. But even if I was dead in this ring, you couldn't beat me in Plattsburgh. So, I want everyone sitting down right now to make me a promise. I want everyone to please stick around. Stay at the show for later on when you watch me beat Nick Cruz in a hardcore match, win my championship back, hold it up high, and celebrate because it's my title, Nick, and it always will be. Yeah. So that's what Kaden says, but I'll give you a preview of what's going to happen later tonight when he's walking his sad ass to the back and I stand in the middle of this ring, still your PAC Extreme Champion, Nick Cruz!
It's time for the main event.
Come on, guys!
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is for the PAC Extreme Championship. Go, Nick. In the far corner, from Plattsburgh, New York, the unbreakable Kaden LaDuke.
It's always been my title. It's always been my title!
And in the blue and black trunks, he is the champion from Mineville, New York, Nick the Danger Zone.
Let's go, baby!
2 count. That was a fast 2 count.
I'm choking the life out of him. John, you did this, John. Holly, you watching?
No count out.
You watching, Holly?
Disqualification. The ref is pretty much there to, well. Two count. Onto the floor. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for you, those of you that have young kids, you might want to go ahead and cover the eye. This is where it's going to get like.
It's my title! It's my title!
I say that as a little kid now. I was going to punch him in the hand. Oh, this might be the end. Not enough.
Kaden, right in front of the camera, buddy.
Here, no.
Look at your boy, Holly. Look at your boy.
Again, scream real loud.
I'm judging in blast.
Champ's in trouble here. Cover. Oh, 2 count, very close. Camel clutch here. Get the arms hooked, and he does. Nope. There it is. Been booed up like this.
We're in deep water. Well, this is what he wanted, Holly. This is what he wanted. I love this guy. I was there for him through everything, Holly. I loved him. I loved him. He didn't love me, and he doesn't love you either, babe. Have a seat, big guy. Have a seat. I can go right now.
Cover. 2. Kick out again by the resilient challenger. Oh, that extreme title right across the face of Nick Cruz.
This is never gonna be yours. Do you understand me? Do you understand? It will never be yours. Come on.
You have to wonder maybe taking the time to talk to him.
Holly, this is on him. Because he's a shitty wrestler, he's a shitty son, and he was a shitty friend.
Yeah. Resilient. 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 Resilient.
Oh my. Kaden went low. I just want to hand her down. Still what's necessary.
He's done forever.
Luckily falling into the corner, but Kaden bringing the lifeless body of Cruz. Could this do it? It's out. Taking blood, sweat, and tears to a whole new level. Come on! The challenger's face covered. Oh, in the back of Nick Cruz. Covered with that kendo stick. Cruz now just wearing that kendo stick out. Broken in half. I knew it. The height of him. Oh, spiking DDT. What's this? Oh, did he hit a piece of the champion? There's no disqualification. Everything is legal. It's not yours. In this kind of match, when you have a championship, especially when it's on the line, everybody wants a piece, but I'm not sure how smart this is, getting involved in a sanctioned championship contest. Look at the challenge! Here's your winner, and the new PAC Extreme Champion, Kaden LaDuke!
few people that are going to be able to understand this, but sometimes it is the moments when you are in the most pain that make you feel so very alive, and until tonight I never understood that. Until I bled my own blood in that ring, until I felt the welts, until I held this championship up and knew that I wasn't the only thing that came home tonight. This did too, and so did he. Why? Because he did the same damn thing to him that you tried to do to me. You tried to forget about him. You tried to cast him aside, but it didn't work. I wouldn't let it happen. And I wouldn't let this stick with a piece of shit like Nick Cruz. I'm the champion. I won this title. I fought for this title. I bled for this title. And I'm gonna celebrate with this title because it's always been my title.
I never forgot about you.
I think about you every day, babe.
2 years ago, we began the game, we never got to finish.
I'm still playing. You're still
No
champ.
belts.
Go win your match.
No belts.
I got mine.
Just me, you, in a ring.
Can't wait.
PAC, Performance Arts Center Wrestling. That's a goofy name. And another goofy name is Nick Allen. And to both of you, the entity and the wrestler, Mr. Man warned you months ago that you can't beat an angry man. And Nick, you turned your back on your good friend Kaden LaDuke. And he talked to me, and I talked to people, and I arranged a hardcore match for you, Nick Allen, which you lost. Because I have a friend who did win and is now champion. And his name is Kaden LaDuke.
So, I've been thinking about doing this for a long time, and it's something that I've wanted to do, but I just never had that oomph in me to do it. And wrestling Kaden in Plattsburgh, New York really helped open my eyes, because wrestling Kaden, feeling the emotion, the energy of the crowd is something that I've never felt that passionately about. And it made me do a lot of reflecting. See, my whole career, I've pretty much been a character. I was the dragon, I was a referee, and now I'm Nick Cruz, but I don't feel like I'm that character anymore. I looked in the mirror for a long time, and I did some reflecting, and I don't want to be that character anymore. I want to be my true self. I needed to remember exactly who I am and where I came from. See, because all those guys are just, they're characters. Nick Allen is the guy that used to wear wrestling shirts every day from elementary school to high school. Nick Allen is the guy that got the energy and the determination to join PAC and live his dream. It's not about putting on a mask and dancing to Shakira. It's not pretending to be Tom Cruise's son. It's about living a dream. And that's the only way I can truly succeed in PAC, is being my true self and remembering exactly who I am. So from here on out, I will be Nick Allen. No more Nick Cruz, no more Dragon. From this point on, Indestructible will be the debut of Nick Allen, and Dominic Marino, you are going to be the first victim. And I just gotta say that I will be going all in on Allen.